Hey guys, it's El Supersonic Q, and I'm here with another in-depth video. Wow, this is probably one of my longest running series so far with the most up-to-date episodes. I mean, wow, we've just always got stuff to review, it seems like. So today's in-depth episode is kind of different. I guess you could say it's special in a sense, whereas it's not going to really be focusing on clay, but on these wire models, so to speak. Let me give you some background history about this. So when I used to go to the grocery store, right, I used to think it was like completely boring. And you know how when you're in some of those sections where like you get your own fruit and then you put it in a bag and you use the twist tie to like tie the bag up? Well, I kind of innovated on those in a sense. Like I said, I got bored at the store. So what better thing to do than take a bunch of twist ties and twist them into video game characters? Yeah, go figure that one out. So that's kind of what I did when I went to the store, and I ended up with all these different wire model type of guys, and they're not. I mean, they don't look exactly, the best. They don't look like a clay model, but I think they're pretty creative and like innovative. So I kind of wanted to show them in this in-depth video, just to point this out, just in case anybody asks me about them. No, this is not how I sculpt clay at all. When I do clay, I don't use any base typically. So these are just totally random wire models that are wire models. Okay, so we can start with the first one here, which is Samus. You see, this is kind of like how they are. Well, this is one of I think, the first one I did. So, you kind of make it look like them. The arm cannon, the arm. I mean, like, you could pose them a bit, but they're kind of more for just displaying. But that's like Samus. I'm not really gonna talk much about them because I don't know. It's kind of self-explanatory, and that like these aren't gonna stand. I made like separate stands for them all, but they're not gonna stand. We can go into one that I kind of like a lot, and it's Sonic. See, I think the light actually helps this because you can see it pretty well. Um, See, the nose is like there, eye, mouth. He's kind of falling apart here. These are really old. I did these years ago. Uh, you know, his hand sort of thing. I mean, they're just wire things, but they're kind of cool. I kind of like them. Captain Olimar. You can see him pretty well right there. I mean, yeah, he was pretty easy to make. And I'm not going to fit all these on the thing because you're just not going to be able to see them. In fact, it would probably be better if I did them from like an aerial view so you could see them against the white. That might help better, but that does help a bit better. Metal Sonic right here. The eyes, yeah, I mean, you can definitely make out who they are. Who's next? Link. Head, right there. The ears, you can kind of see the ears right there, and the hat thing, and the hair. The sword. He had a fairy attached to him at one point, but I don't know what happened to it. That's Link. The Samus is probably easier to see because it's actually like all filled in, but another Samus type thing. Like I said, they do bend a bit, but they're kind of just more for, look what I can do. Dr. Robotnik. You can see this one fairly well. Yeah. But like I previously said as well, these are old, so they probably looked better when I made them as opposed to now. This Metroid right here, you can actually see that fairly well. Yeah. And then lastly, which I don't even know how I'm going to show this, but I just for props of saying, look what I built at one point. Let me clear out all these guys. Is this Ridley that I'm not going to be able to fit in the camera, and you can't tell what the heck it is now. But I just thought I'd show it. See, this is like the scale that I tried to get it to, and this Ridley was intact at one point, but not anymore, obviously, because he's not. Yeah. So that was kind of it. I just wanted to show off, what I did with twist ties because it's kind of different, and I haven't seen anybody else actually like do anything like that before. So, yeah, I guess that's kind of it. Until next video,